Dead.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror games. My name's Aiden, and today we're looking at HappyHills Homocide, released in 2023 by Copperbolt. If the name Copperbolt sounds familiar to you, that's probably because the first game I covered on the Kill Count was by Copperbolt, Whiskers. And he also has some other games that I'm interested in covering too.
In HappyHills Homicide, you play as the killer, which doesn't sound so out of the box considering the last 3 games we covered have been the same thing.
And oh my god, this game is brutal.
In Massacre, the levels dragged on and you couldn't wait for them to be over, but this game never overstays its welcome because the levels are short and sweet. You play as a killer clown out for revenge with a cop subplot solving the murders as you commit them.
Just how many homebodies can we homicide in HappyHills? Let's find out and get to the kills.
The game begins with tape 1 on the edge of your seat. We meet our main character in an alleyway and he takes a ladder and uses it to climb into an apartment. He grabs a knife from the kitchen and he eviscerates this dude in the chair. And a title card!
Like I said, this game is super brutal. You probably wouldn't expect it to be if you knew his work on Whiskers.
Tape 2, Spark of Joy, starts with us taking a key from a gnome and climbing up a lattice into another apartment where we drop a radio into the girl's bath like she was Jennifer Tilly in a Chucky movie. Tape 3, Lawn Enforcement, starts with us grabbing a bear trap out of a shed.
Which every shed needs.
And laying it out for this gardener dude. We take his keys off of him and literally run him over with the lawnmower. Oh my god, this game is so brutal. Tape 4, Rain on Fire, is the worst level in the game. You have to time breaking in with a lightning strike so the dog won't hear you. Then you have to time your movements with the lightning to sneak past the dog. We make it upstairs and grab the basement key from the showering guy. We also grab some matches and head back downstairs. We can unlock the garage and grab a can of gasoline before pouring it into the boiler, then lighting the guy on fire. Holy shit!
For this kill, I'm not very sure that this is possible, especially since somehow the guy didn't realize that he was being covered in gasoline and not water anymore.
Tape 5, Cabin Fever, has us face to face with a dude with a shotgun. We take some black paint and cover his window, giving us Rain to take his chainsaw. We break a bottle, then hide, sneaking up on him and impaling him from behind like our name was Leatherface! We take a break killing and meet the hero of the story, Detective Brian Pawlowski, who's investigating the murders. Some cops outside tell us it's pretty messy and we investigate the first murder. I don't know what these people did, but no way they oh wait, this dude was actually a child predator. Maybe he did kind of deserve it. Our detective theorizes that the killer is killing for glory and power, and doesn't know if the victim was chosen specifically or just a random guy. Tape 6, 9 Inch Nails, starts with us in a warehouse. We hide from some light and grab a crowbar to break open a door. Disable some alarms behind a sleeping guard's back, then grab a nail gun and oh my god, Jesus Christ!
While I'm here, I wanted to say this game has a ton of little Easter eggs and surprises, and I can't cover them all in this video, so go play it for yourself. It's free.
Tape 7, Don't Drop the Soap, finds us in a high school locker room with one dude showering and another dude lifting weights who won't let us pass. In an almost an adorable way, we dress up as a football player and sneak past the gym rat, grab a bar of soap and put it on the ground, move a bench next to it, then trigger the fire alarm, causing the showering dude to slip and break his jaw on the edge. The screen starts fading but gets interrupted by the other guy attacking us, and we kind of just headbutt him until he dies. Tape 8, Just Relax, has us going into an office building and stalking a guy making some copies. We have to sneak to the other end of the room and grab an axe where we can repeatedly bash his head into the copier, making copies of his head every time. Tape 9, Number 1 Fan, has us going into a haunted house. Ghostface thinks we're one of the employees and lets us in. We stop the ride, leaving these 2 girls confused. Then we lower a fan down and start the ride again, pushing them forward. Of course it stops last second. We have to repair the breaker, but it's worth it because we can now absolutely decapitate both these girls. Tape 10, Lights Out, has us peeking through the window, showing us 2 more jocks with guns preparing to kill us. We trip the breaker and enter the house, grabbing a trash can which somehow is a good enough shield to make the bullets bounce off and hit the guy in the face. The other guy is hiding upstairs, so we have to take the ladder from outside, use it to get in the attic, grab a conveniently placed machete, climb up the roof, then impale the guy from the other side of the wall. Detective Brian investigates another one of the murder scenes, this time the guy we lit on fire. Turns out he was an arsonist and a drunk driver. The detective speculates that not only does the killer enjoy killing, but he also is targeting criminals for revenge. Tape 11 starts with us next to a pond. There's an old man in a boat pointing a gun and light into the water. We have to sneak past him by diving underwater to hide from the light. When we reach the other side, we grab a freaking harpoon gun and return and stab this guy through the head with it. Tape 12 takes place at the Bates Motel.
Real subtle game.
where we could steal the keys out of the manager's office and use it to enter the locked rooms. The room we want to get into is still inaccessible, so we have to turn off a car alarm for some reason and grab a coat hanger. We can now enter the room and stab this girl in the face with a coat hanger repeatedly. Jesus Christ. Tape 13 takes place in a diner, where in an almost comedic fashion we get into a coffee cart and gradually creep closer to the fry cook before slamming his head repeatedly on the stove, then pouring burning hot coffee onto his face?
At this point, I'm pretty sure the vigilante theory is just wrong. I mean, this guy is far from a hero, as we can all tell.
Tape 14 brings us to a farm, where bear traps riddle the ground. We take a rake out from underneath the farmer's nose and disable the traps with it, allowing us to access the hay baler.
We know where this is going.
We grab a pitchfork before turning the hay baler on, shoving the guy inside, turning him into a human hay bale. Tape 15 starts on a bus with a detective sleeping in front, a girl in the middle, and someone reading in the back. The girl gets off, and the mystery man is revealed to be us!
Shocking, right?
We follow her and avoid being seen by her for a few blocks until we corner her in an alleyway. We are just about to kill her when the detective intervenes, saving the girl. He tries to arrest the killer, but he disappears randomly, after saying he is death.
This moment is pretty random, because nothing in this game leads me to believe that the killer is some kind of supernatural entity that can teleport or something.
The detective investigates the hay bale death, where he finds out the victim isn't a criminal, so the killer must have some other motive. He thinks he just wants revenge and sends someone to guard the girl from last night. Tape 16 has us start in Elm Street.
Real subtle.
We grab a chain, then strangle a cop to death who is guarding the apartment. We search the house for Madison. We don't find her, but we see a bat in her room. When we try to get it, she jumps out the closet and attacks us. After dodging a few attacks, she runs away and we grab the bat. We chase her and throw the bat at her, knocking her down the stairs and killing her. The killer apologizes for having to kill her and saying she was the only one that was nice to him, asking why she had to run.
Which makes me question, why did you even kill her, man?
Tape 17 has us infiltrate a hospital. The receptionist lets us in, thinking we're the therapy clown. We're looking for Dr. Hawkins. We can find out he's on the surgery floor. We can find him talking to some other staff, but this doctor won't let us by. We dress up as a nurse in another pretty cute scene and grab a fucking defibrillator. We now unplug a patient, causing Dr. Hawkins to run in, where we can sneak up behind him and shock him to death.
Say what you want about him, but our killer is anything but basic.
Tape 18 has us going into a bar, where we cut the power and head inside. We find a guy smoking inside who sicks his crew on us. We kill 15, yes, 15 of these grunts with various weapons. After we're done with them, the main guy runs away and we grab a crossbow. He pleads for his life, but we'd shoot him against the wall repeatedly. Tape 19 has us stalking a janitor in the mall. After a little fashion display, we grab a sledgehammer and find him cleaning. That's not him! Oh shit, flashbang! We disappear as the armed men enter and begin to pick them off slowly. We kill 2 armed guards in this room with brutal sledgehammer swings, before killing another in the next room. 4 more guards are in the next room, which we take down as well. Upstairs is totally a reference to Mr. Whiskers.
I'm glad to see that he didn't forget his first ever game.
We kill another guard who's loafing around and enter a vent. We take 1 guard as a human shield, who we use to add 9 more to the count. We hop in a SWAT van and run over 5 more guards, before finally killing the janitor and 1 more guard by running them over. The detective investigates Madison's death and finds out that all of the victims, besides the thugs and guards, were all either students or staff at the same high school that burned down a year ago. He finally pieces together that the killer is John Wade, a janitor that supposedly died in the fire last year, but he doesn't know why he hates all the victims. So the detective decides to check out the school for himself. We get a flashback of the day the school burned down, showing us that everyone was mean to John, except Madison, who he clearly had feelings for.
This moment shows us that he was never truly innocent. Madison was likely a teenage girl, and he was very likely a grown man.
Regardless, he didn't deserve to be locked in the school as it went up in flames as everyone else escaped. We see that John lives at the school and he hears the detective enter, so he sets up some bear traps, then runs off to hide. 5 minutes earlier shows the detective entering the school by shooting a lock, which is how John knew he was there. He avoids all the traps and finds John's room. He enters the vent for the final showdown. He yells out that he's going to kill the detective and tries to sneak up on him. John tanks an ungodly, unhuman amount of bullets before the detective finally puts him down. The detective talks to a government agent who tells him that the body was gone when he went to look. The game ends with a title card as we see John slinking back into the shadows of the school.
How many kills did John Wade get in Happy Hills? Let's find out and get to the numbers. people died in the Happy Hills homicide, absolutely destroying the previous record of 10. It had 6 times as many. And with 55 males and 5 females, that leaves us with an almost entirely blue pie chart. It took me about an hour to beat this game, and with 60 kills, that leaves us with a kill on average every minute.
Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill could go to any of them, honestly, but I'll give it to the guard who got shot through the head with a nail gun. Dull Machete for lamest kill goes to any of the grunts from the bar.
And that's it. Happy Hills Homicide came out in 2023. It's had a sequel this year. I don't think I'm covering that next, but I definitely will at some point. I still haven't even played it yet. Next week, we're looking at Pico School. I don't know why I said next week. There's no guarantee this can be next week, but we're looking at Pico School. So if you like the classic games, you're going to like that one. But until then, my name's Aiden, and this has been the Kill Count. Thank you for watching the Happy Hills Homicide Kill Count. This time is a lot different than the other ones because this is like, I definitely did this one in like different parts a lot more. Like all the other ones I did them all in the same day. Like I recorded the game, then scripted, then recorded, then the voice, like, and then the real life part, and then edit. This one I recorded and scripted in the same day, and then I recorded my voice lines today, I think, or yesterday, and then I'm recording this now, and I'm not going to edit it until tomorrow. So I think that is going to make it less stressful on me, knowing I don't have to cram hours of work into one day. Also, how do you like my jumpsuit? I wore it because John Wade wears a jumpsuit. His is like more blue though, but mine's pretty much the same thing. Pretty cool. I want to do more like dressed up kill counts. Like I have 2 outfits. One's really, really funny. The other one's just like a straight out outfit from the game. So for future kill counts, no promises that those are coming anytime soon. Like for real, those are not coming anytime soon, I'm sure, because it's just so complex to make those. But yeah, thank you for watching Happy Hills Homicide Kill Count. I'm recording this before Dead Meat releases theirs, so hopefully I can release it before they do, because I don't want to be like, they're literally going to release this in like any day now, so I need to get this done like tomorrow. But I have somebody waiting for me, so thank you again and see ya.